south and following Logan Creek, let us instead turn to the north. This direction. Turn to the north, we'll follow McDonald Creek, and we'll slowly gain elevation. And then there's a place. It's wide enough, it's large enough. I saw it last week when I was on horseback myself in these mountains. There, we'll reverse direction, turn back to the south, and we'll continue to gain elevation. We'll build the road high, build it into the cliffs. We'll build a road that lays lightly on the land. Doesn't scar it. The grade will only be 6%, sir, instead of 8% as these plans call for. It will be very difficult for automobiles to travel that steep of a road.
Then what happened? The rest of the story.
As Paul Harvey would say, and the rest of the story is coming. This is just real narrow. Let me maneuver through here. Coming up to an area called Crystal Point Half Tunnel. The road was designed in a half tunnel. You'll see it reaches over our heads. Director Mather, it will be more difficult to build the road that I envision. It will be more expensive, it will take more time, it will be more dangerous. We're going to get a couple drops of water into the bus right here. Did we get somebody?
Yep.
Very good, 107. Very good job. I called ahead to the Rangers. It was warm water, right? Right. Crystal Point. Take a look at the colors and the layers of the rock through here. Really quite beautiful. Sediment on sediment on sediment. Many, many different layers. You see some of the most beautiful colors back there at Crystal Point, and it's half tunnel. Stephen Mather realized that young Thomas Finn had a point. The series of switchbacks would scar the landscape. He was right. The Organic Act states it's the responsibility to preserve and protect the landscape by the National Park Service. Stephen Mather had the wisdom to listen to this young man. He spoke to his own assistant, Horace Albright. Horace had come to these mountains with Stephen Mather a few years before. As they sat on a rock and just looked at the landscape, Stephen Mather would comment to Albright, Horace, we've got an incredible opportunity before us, but we have to make sure we do it right. This landscape is too beautiful to damage. We're going to have to do it right. He thought about that conversation. Horace agreed with him that this plan of Finn's was revolutionary in concept. They never built mountain roads quite like what Finn was proposing, but it would be very beautiful. As Vint had said, Director Mather, they will come not to see the road. They will come to see the landscape that the road allows them to see. In September of that year, a partnership was developed between the Federal Highway Association and Federal Highway Administration and the National Park Service. It was the very first time these two government agencies would work together on a road building project. To this day, they still do. Each have their own expertise. The surveying engineer from the Federal Highway, and I keep forgetting, administration. He would come and seek out where exactly to place the stakes. He would survey this road as Thomas Smith had envisioned. Here we make the one and only switchback on the road. They built the road the way Thomas Smith had envisioned. But it would be difficult. Frank Kitteridge was that surveying engineer.
We just go through the switchback?
That's it, the loop, the one and only switchback. Now we look